Is Destiny 2 a suitable temporary change of scenery for someone who is a dedicated World of Warcraft player? I think so, and in this video I will tell you why. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Gyro. Yes, you came to the right place, please do not be confused. This is one of those change of pace videos which I think are very healthy for us as people who are spending a lot of time in one particular game, the game that is currently in a state of lull in 8.3, patch 8.3. I'm talking about World of Warcraft obviously, and I think that, as I keep saying to you using some of my metaphors, guilty as charged, I use them a lot, I think that we cannot eat the same food every day without feeling, tired of it a little bit after a while. I also have favorite food that I virtually could eat indefinitely in my life, but you know what I mean, you know what I'm getting at. Sometimes a healthy change is healthy. And I want to kind of weave into my content these introductions or overviews, really, not even a proper end-to-end reviews of the games that I know saved me from the full-on burnout at different phases of my World of Warcraft playtime. I've been a veteran of the game for many years. You saw it from the number of alts I have. Right now in 8.3, I spend a lot of time in World of Warcraft, and at the moment, speaking of myself, I do not need Destiny or something else to urgently distract me. However, I am occasionally nearing to that edge that I recognize as that fatigue, building fatigue, and I can't wait for Shadowlands, I can't wait for more news to come out. I seem to have tried and pushed most of my core classes that I play in World of Warcraft to the limit that is attainable to me in Horrific Visions and other content in World of Warcraft. So these all are kind of preceding factors, I suppose, that would lead someone like me, presumably you are similar to me, if you're supporting me, if you kind of align with the content that I produce and narrative that I offer you as well. So it's for you. This suggestion, this offer of content is for you. Please let me know in the comments down below if you welcome it. It is not something that's gonna overtake the main World of Warcraft content of this channel. Please don't panic. But today we are talking about Destiny. Destiny, it is not a review of the game, it's a quick overview for you in case you're not familiar with the game. And I have to assume that you're not, otherwise I don't know what to skip and what not. So I kind of have to give you a broad feel of it, yeah? Destiny 2 is known as, or at least was referred on many occasions by the community as World of Warcraft in space with guns. Whether it's entirely accurate or not, I do see a lot of similarities and I do see a lot of features in the game, a lot of elements of the game, a lot of design elements in the game that are, as much as you would think that the game is worlds apart from World of Warcraft. It's worlds apart, yeah? But there are a lot of things that talk to me as a core, hardcore, committed World of Warcraft veteran and a fan with a YouTube channel dedicated to World of Warcraft. Destiny talks to me, and I think it might talk to you, at least on some elements. Now, let's zoom in into this. What am I talking about? Well, World of Warcraft is a theme park. World of Warcraft is a huge world in an MMO that has a lot of different activities and things you could be doing. There is a storyline, there are dungeons, there are raids, there are solo quests, there is a lot of progression that's based around obtaining gear. So ultimately this kind of summarizes World of Warcraft in general. There are extra things in World of Warcraft like pets, like pet battles, mini games and all this kind of stuff, but that's why it's a world. I'm not suggesting that Destiny 2 is a one-on-one replica of World of Warcraft, except in different design and with guns. But what I'm suggesting to you is that a lot of Destiny 2 would satisfy a mind of a World of Warcraft player. That's why people even came up with all these metaphors. It's not me just pushing this World of Warcraft with guns thing on you. It was, people came up with this way before me, right? So what about Destiny? Destiny can be a solo, can be a group shooter from Bungie, the company that produced it, that has a lot of activities for you to choose from. It's a theme park too. That's what makes it primarily similar to World of Warcraft. It has a relatively lengthy campaign and a solo storyline that you can just progress to. You get introduced to a whole bunch of different, very well animated, very well narrated characters, and the story takes you through very long, lengthy journey of expansions, yes, through different planets, through different new menaces, and ultimately, after you've been through all trials and tribulations, you beat the end boss every time, and then something else happens. Does that sound familiar to you at all? Well, to me too, yeah? Endgame, this is we are looking at the endgame footage here, offers to you pretty much what World of Warcraft offers to you. You can group up with other people, automatically match made into a group, or through your clan, which is basically a guild in Destiny, where you could go into dungeons and fight for better loot. You could be even more organized and not automatically be match made, but manually be put together into a larger group. Well, not as huge as in World of Warcraft, but they're still substantial, and go into a raid. And there are what I liked the most, and what kind of preoccupied me as a solo player in Destiny a lot. I really enjoyed those public events. I really enjoyed public events that are clearly articulated, shown to you on the map, in the director, so to speak, director place of the game, where you go somewhere and a certain event is happening. Kind of like World Quest, except in my opinion you are a lot more involved and it's a lot more fun. At the very least, I was never putting together this video trying to suggest to you that Destiny is gonna be a full-time, forever substitute of World of Warcraft for you, or for me for that matter. It hasn't been. But it can solidly entertain you for a few months, instead of feeling frustrated and feeling like you've done everything in World of Warcraft and now you're just waiting for Shadowlands. Life is too short to waste the time that could be otherwise spent really having fun in a game. That kind of, again, is the reason why I brought this video to you, why I'm trying to pitch Destiny to you as a very solid opportunity for you to have some fun and have exposure to the same type of activities and the same type of theme park, except with guns. You still build your character, as you saw I showed you. You still have gear. You have gear slots. You have heaps of guns, obviously, as your weapons, but huge choice of guns. In this element of Destiny is more similar to, I'd say, Diablo, almost, not World of Warcraft, but in the good old days of World of Warcraft, we also had bags full of different types of weapons. Yes, there was a best in slot one for you, but there usually also is one at any point in time in Destiny. You also choose. There are 3 different types of guns: kinetic, energy, and the purple ones. Whatever, I forgot. I haven't played Destiny for a while. The heaviest one, the heavy gun. So you can have your preferred ones. There is a fantastic set of animations available in game, like emotes. They're very expressive and very cool. Like, you could actually have a bit of fun socializing like this with people, like you do in World of Warcraft. There is a myriad of activities. There is PvP, naturally. I am not a PvP player in World of Warcraft, which is why I'm largely avoiding PvP in Destiny 2 as well. However, if you're just hunting for gear, I would do an occasional PvP activity in World of Warcraft. Same here. You could do a Crucible, and in Crucible you do a PvP activity that has a weekly quest associated with it often, and it gives you a very decent piece of gear. So as you can see, this was not intended to be perfectly edited as an end-to-end overview of everything you can do in Destiny. But this is just to give you a taste of the fact that there is plenty of stuff in Destiny that would satisfy you as a WoW player. You will be hunting for gear, you can do it solo or you can do it in a group. There is a very solid, very interesting storyline. There are plenty of cutscenes if that's your thing. There are 3 different classes. No, not too many classes, but 3 of them. And 2 of them have World of Warcraft names. Warlock and Hunter. How can you say no to that? That alone makes it WoW with guns in space. I'm just joking. But I am a fan of Destiny. I am not gonna lie to you, well, I said that straight away. At this stage of me playing World of Warcraft, at this stage of the timeline that I find myself in right now, I'm not desperate enough to go back to Destiny, but I think the game deserves a very honorable mention, especially for you guys who perhaps are not too much into horrific visions, or maybe you have only one main and you've already reached and beat all the milestones and achievements that you wanted to beat in World of Warcraft. Well, you may want to diversify and try something like this to have similar experience until Shadowlands comes out. And between watching my videos, playing something else like this that offers you some new experience, making some new friends, joining a clan, getting some cool guns, there are quests that give you legendary guns. Like there is a lot of cool stuff in Destiny 2 that, as I said, really talks to me as a dedicated, fairly hardcore World of Warcraft fan, and I'm pretty sure it would talk to you. Best of all, I left the best thing for last. World of Warcraft offers you a free subscription until level 20. Destiny gives you a free version of itself. I forgot exactly the name, whatever, but you go to Steam and you find it. And it's not just 20 first levels. It's like first 3 expansions or something. So free. You can download Destiny. They give you a pack of gear straight away. They boost your level straight away. You get the taste straight away. You can catch up with your friends. If you have some friends perhaps playing Destiny or who mentioned to you that they wanted to try something else, you could literally create this little thing for you guys that will preoccupy you up to the last expansion or last 2 expansions. You don't even have to pay anything. You can try it out for free. It's such a quality content and it's such a quality proposition to us as often bored World of Warcraft players. Like, I wish Destiny was there for me in its current incarnation, in this Destiny 2 thing that people do criticize, but we're not here to criticize us. We're here to see if it's right for us. I wish it was there for me during the lull period of time of Warlords of Draenor that everyone hated with a passion, and I was the most verbally loud of them all. I never was abusive to developers, and I very much criticize people who are taking that type of stance. I think you can always deliver your thoughts constructively and be more helpful, but at the same time, I was always one of those people who votes with my money. Don't forget that, lull or not, World of Warcraft asks for your money every month. And no, it's not a substantial amount of money, but it's more of a matter of principle. If you're having fun like I do right now, I'm not encouraging you to unsubscribe. I'm not. But if you are burnt out, if you are not having fun, yet you even feel like, well, but there is nothing for me to do, so I might as well pay $15 a month because it's like cheaper than going to the movies. That is very true. However, sometimes you need a friendly nudge and friendly suggestion of where else to look to play something that's going to distract you, offer you high quality of content and entertainment, and at the same time it would be somewhere scratching the same itch that you and I both have as World of Warcraft players. That is my main message to you. And Destiny 2 is something that helped me through that period of time a while ago. And something that came to mind immediately when I simply thought, I'm going to cover this topic. What should I start with? What games should I offer my people so that they enjoy my content and upcoming content of Shadowlands and upcoming and their limited perhaps time in World of Warcraft better? Well, Destiny, especially if you haven't played it, oh my god, I envy you so much, because there is so much for you to explore there. There is so much fun to be had in this game. I do think that you will enjoy it thoroughly, and I do think that Destiny is one of those very strong contenders. Unless you have something against shooting, that's probably the only reason you would not consider Destiny. That's the only reason you would not. But even if you're not a pro shooter, whatever, it's a very casual game. You can play at your own pace. There is no pressure, no hard pressure on you. Think about it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I want engagement on my channel. Channel is primarily World of Warcraft channel. The closer we get to Shadowlands, the more of that stuff will come. But I do think that you need to sometimes change your menu, eat different food in order to appreciate your main meals, stuff you like, more. Am I getting loud and clear to you, my friend? Alright, if I am, please subscribe to show your support. Let me know how did this make you feel. Would you like me to keep talking to you occasionally, not on every video obviously, about these healthy alternatives that I think are good for your head, good for your mind, and good for our engagement as far as this platform is concerned? Let me know. Other than that, mate, thanks very much for watching. I'll be talking to you in a couple of days' time. See you later.